This video is regarding the next 2 days preparation strategy for the tax examination to be on 17th September. I hope you have really done your exam of law and accounts really well. And this is just about, what you have to do in the next 2 days. Don't worry, you have really plenty of time. We are fortunate because generally in the group 1, tax is the lengthiest subject, more than accounts. Because in the entire CA Inter itself, taxation is lengthiest subject right now. Because income tax is almost, we have so many chapters. Even GST, we have so many chapters. Close to both put together 28 to 30 chapters we have. How to cover? Generally, we will be left with 1.5 day time. But this time we are having more than 2 days. So 2.5 day, literally we are having time. Typically, according to me, you are having close to 28 to 30 hours of time. And what you have to do in the next 2 days so that you can really perform well in the 17th September, the exam. First perception many of you might have is, since 2 days time gap is there, paper is going to be tough. Not at all. Paper pattern, the way paper is being set is always decided based upon the examiner, paper setter mindset, not based on the exam days, exam gap. No, not at all that. Come out of that perception, first of all. Now, what you have to do in the next 2 days? Very simple. The next 2 days, please sit and watch directly our marathons where we have covered absolutely nook and corner almost every topic, every confusing topic we have covered. Like for example, you go to my YouTube channel, CA Ram Harsha, you go to the playlist, you will find a playlist called September 2024, a marathon. You will find a playlist called September 2024, this one, exactly. So inside this, you can see part 1, income tax marathon, part 2, income tax marathon, and we have even uploaded separately TDS TCS revision class also. In this part 1, by the way, some of the students are having some confusion. Sir, amendments, what about September? No amendments at all. Even for GST and income tax, in GST only some 10 to 15 minutes of amendments is that. That too is not that important. Whereas income tax also, no amendment at all. In income tax, absolutely zero amendment. Whatever syllabus that is applicable for May 24 exam, the same syllabus is applicable for September 24. But anyhow, recently I have recorded a new marathon where basic concepts is newly recorded. Previous whatever remaining chapters, whatever we have uploaded is of previous version only. You can absolutely watch these classes in the same order. You see, I have given timestamps. So if you go and watch in the same order, this part 1, immediately after completing part 1, open part 2, chapter 6 here, TDS TCS, clubbing, carry forward, and chapter 6 problems also we have given. So close to approximately, I can say 17 hours of revision classes there for income tax. And of course, MTP is also there. MTP 1 video also we have uploaded. Even for GST also we have uploaded MTP, RTP videos. And for GST also, I hope you know very well, our Muhammad sir right now South India's top faculty for GST. Getting it? So you can just search it on the YouTube, GST marathon. You will get only Muhammad sir marathon as a recommendation because he's very popular for GST now. So his part 1, part 2, which we uploaded for May attempt, the same class, you can watch it for the September exam as well. So this 2 days, make use of these revision classes. Do well in the upcoming 17th September related exam. Now, some of you, like if at all you want to know, like, sir, can I leave any 1 or 2 chapters in the last minute revision because I don't have time? What chapters you can plan to leave? For example, in income tax, I can suggest you this chapter. Capital gains you can leave if at all you want to. And some students, they are asking, sir, between salary and PGBP, which one I should leave? Both you should not leave. Technically, you should study both. Don't worry. Watch the marathon. I have clearly, crisply explained salaries and PGBP so that you will not forget from the exam point of view. Getting it? So, capital gains you can leave. Return of income also you can leave. Return of income, the point is many limits, the monetary limits for 139A, PAN number, Aadhaar number related discussion is that is bit complex technically. Getting it? Students feel like it is easy, but in examination, in the MCQs, they're doing mistakes. So this chapter also you can keep it as a last priority. These 2 topics you can keep it in income tax as last priority. Rest all other topics you can cover. By the way, in the revision class which I have told you, part 1 and part 2, I have covered all these points. Next, with respect to GST, I think time of supply, I think we have already, very simple. Whatever topics we have covered in marathons, cover them, that's enough. The point is in income tax, I covered capital gains also. Except that, rest all other marathon you can watch. If possible, watch capital gains also if at all you are having time. Remember, a 14 marks question will be there, where they will ask you gross total income, tax payable amount, all. Computation of tax also they will ask. Most important thing, many students I observed, they are solving problems based on 115 BAC. BAC, only 1 no. In exams, no. You see recent MTPs, 1, 2. 115 BAC problems are very less. Even in the May attempt also, I told this. 115 BAC problems will be not that much. You will only get problems on normal tax regime. Getting it? Especially business SSCs, they don't go for 115 BAC, they only go for normal tax regime. Anyhow, I have covered all these points clearly in the marathon, very clearly. You just watch that marathon. Whenever you feel after watching the marathon, that particular topic or a particular section, you want to have more clarity, immediately read that, immediately revise that section. Watch the video, revise that section. If at all you require, I'm telling you 99% you don't require to revise. That's it. So this 2 days, kindly do this process. Believe me, you are going to rock the show on the 17th September. And this topic, you can keep it as a choice. Even in GST also, we have not added these topics. I think time of supply and 2 or 3 more topics were there, which we have not covered in marathon. Except that rest of the points, rest of the chapters we covered in the marathon, and those chapters. Yes, in GST, time of supply, even returns concept in GST, you can leave it. Returns concept also you can leave it, because returns chapter is so lengthy in GST, but the weightage is very limited. 3 to 6 marks only is the weightage maximum, that too. Sometimes they don't even ask a question on returns. That's it. So I just want to give you this guidance with respect to income tax and GST. Don't watch too many guidance videos. If at all you already watched any other faculty video, ignore this. You've decided to follow that. If at all you decided to follow this, now stop watching any strategy videos of any other faculty for the time being. Just go with this. You will do really well. All the very best. Do well.